Hello friends, good afternoon and welcome to another session of Indian.net, which is on Amazon LightSail. In this session we are going to learn what is LightSail if you have not used so far, and how to use this LightSail to deploy your first WordPress application. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's start with it. And so the first thing is like before going to deep dive into LightSail, just wanted to understand like, are you aware of Indian.net or not? If you are not, then no worries. Here is the slide, and I'm going to give some glimpse of Indian.net. So, Indian.net is a group we have formed like in 2006 almost, and in that group we have another subgroups like Indoor Software Developer Community, Indoor SQL Pass, Indoor Power Platform, and many more. So, the main aim of this group is to share the knowledge free of cost, obviously, and also help the community to get the job opportunity, help them prepare them for the interviews, well, provide them the opportunity. So we have like almost 3,000 plus members on Facebook in this group, and also like 500 plus members in our different WhatsApp group. So with that said, like why should you join this community? So first thing is like we always believe like whatever we have learned from the community we should return back. So this is our one of the aim, and with this we are conducting various sessions, free online session, in-person sessions, where we are giving and sharing the knowledge on different technology. Then obviously by attending those sessions, if you are not aware of this, and there your knowledge will be increased. Then as I mentioned, the group is very vast nowadays. So you have a good number of people who are technically strong and they are working on different companies. They might help you to grab your grab a new job, or might be if you want to change your job, then obviously the community member will help. At the end, like once you attend this session, you will get the attendee certification as well, and which you can showcase in your resume, you can on your social media profile. And moreover that, if you think, because this is like this community is pretty much open, if you want to showcase your knowledge, whether it's in Hindi or English, or might be a deep dive, or might be a beginner level session, we always encourage we always encourage people to join this community and showcase their knowledge as a blogger, as a presenter, so as a speaker. So we welcome you all, and at any time if you want to like provide any session, then we always welcome you. Okay. So the next thing is like once you attend this session, you will get this certificate, which you can showcase on your social profile, and hopefully you will get benefited by this certificate. So without wasting much time, let's jump into the topic of today's topic is, which is Amazon LightSail. So as you can see on the screen, Amazon LightSail is a service which provide you powerful virtual servers, where these virtual servers help you to host your web applications, and these applications can be anything. And so as mentioned on the website, on this screen, like initially the 3 months is free for a couple of plans. Actually, I'm not saying every plan, but for a couple of plans it's free. And there are two different servers, as you can see, the Linux and Windows servers, and according to their configuration, like RAM and then other CPU, bandwidth and everything, their price might be slightly changed. But in nutshell, if you are searching for any web hosting solution, then I would suggest this Amazon LightSail is one of the best solution which you can find. And in the same way, like when we are going to discuss about this, I will showcase in this demo like what what are the basic steps and 5 simple steps in which you can create your own WordPress website within few seconds, not seconds, sorry, within few minutes. Okay, so what should be done? So then next should be this directly the demo. So let me jump into the demo then. Okay, just give me one moment. So when you search, go to Google, and before sharing this, let me check. Like, please let me know if you people are able to see my screen or not. In case, so you just search Amazon LightSail over here. Okay, so you will get this particular URL, which is AWS Amazon LightSail URL. Okay, just click on it, and you will find this page where you are getting the details of what is Amazon LightSail, powerful virtual server built on for reliability performance. And with this, you just say try for 3 months. Okay, it automatically redirect to you the login or sign up portal. As I am already signed up, I have already account of it, so I'm showing that. So let me sign in. Okay, as I am signing into it, so this is the first page of Amazon LightSail. Okay, here if you see, we have different options over here. So I'm not talking about those options right now. What our need is to create a simple file. Simple in the simple steps, we will create a Windows, a WordPress hosting. Okay, and to give you more details about it, once we go with it, I will tell you some more aspect of it. So suppose I need to create, so this is the instance which I already created, but let me create a fresh one for you. So let's click on the create instance. So when you click on create instance, it automatically giving you the location from where you are login. So basically, I am logging from India. So right now it's showing the AWS region and availability zone, which is Mumbai. But if you want to change anything, for suppose you want to change it to any other region, you just click on it. You have different regions available, so you can select anyone and then go with it. So it's up to you, like where you are residing and which the website or the portal you are creating for which particular region. So I'm for demo purpose, I go with this by default, which is Mumbai. Okay, the next thing is pick up your instance image. As I mentioned, there are two basically operating system available here, Linux and Microsoft. So when you click on Microsoft, it has like Windows Server 2019, Windows Server 2016, and R12. And if you click on the Linux, it has different version, plus also have pre-installed some panels software, we can say. So you can see WordPress, Joomla, Magento, Node, Lamp, and there is a cPanel also. So just giving you basic details about couple of thing is like a Joomla and this Magento Drupal. You can see, think about it. It's a CMS, content management servers, where you can manage this similar to the WordPress. There are slightly difference here and there, but mostly it's are the same. So WordPress is the blogging site. You create the blogs and everything. So for the basic our understanding, we are going with this. And suppose if you want, and this is the one of the good thing about this particular apps panel as well. Suppose if you want to create your own hosting services, means you want to deploy and different number of users hosting on your panel. So you can use this cpanel wgm for Linux, so where you can install, for example, your client A, client B, and client C's application using this cpanel as well. So that's a good thing about it. So for our this demo, we are going with WordPress 5.8.33 Linux version. Okay. Now here you can see there is a SSH key pair. So if you are not aware of the SSH key pair, so do not need to worry about it. It's more you can think about the password. So if you want to access your Linux machine, so there are different SSH tool available. If you heard about Putty, is one of the tool where you can where we can use this SSH key PPK, and you can access that VM. So right now I don't want to change anything, but for this I'm downloading the default one. Okay, if you want you can change it, but let it be. We will go with this. Now the next part is the pricing, and this is one of the important thing, because we want to know what is the pricing as well. So with the pricing, if you see, the basic plan of Linux is started with $3.5, and as you go with the configuration, if you see the configuration here, the memory is 5.2 MB, processing 1 CPU, and storage is 20 GB, and transfer is 5.2 GB. And as you increase this processing power, your memory, and your storage or transfer, automatically the price will be increases. So as I mentioned earlier, like the free for 3 months are for limited instances, configuration instances. So if you see, there's $3.55 and $10. So free uh, for 3 months, but the rest other, like I don't think they are free for 3 months. So for $5, the memory is 1 GB, CPU 1 CPU, and 40 GB SSD, and 1 TB transfer data. So Amazon basically what it is doing actually, on every couple of months they are come up with some new configuration, and those configuration would be available over here. And you can like distinguish or check the configuration according to your need also. Like for example, memory, if you want like 32 GB memory, 16 GB memory, 8 GB, 2 GB. So then similar way, like if you want CPU, so it's 8 core CPU, and then 1 CPU, and storage again, so 640 GB. So basically, in a nutshell, like whatever the configuration combination you require, which is defined over here, you can choose it. For our current demo, we are going with this $3.5 USD, which is first 3 months is free, and uh, when you first time register, the $1 will be deducted from your card, but that is obvious to cross check, like you're a verified customer. Uh, but that is okay. Now here we can give the instance name. The instance name should be unique name. So for this, let me give the name WordPress live demo. Okay, and as I said, this should be the unique, because if you have already a name, then it might be difficult to identify. And how many instances you want, like one or two, that we can configure over here. And then key only, tag only. So again, like you can also categorize for the billing and everything. And So hopefully so far, like what we did, we have selected the operating system, we selected the app on which we need to install, then we selected the default key, and also the machine configuration, which is 5.2 MB and one CPU, whose charge would be $3.5 per month. Now let me click on the create instance. So see, so far we have not did anything like which is super critical. We just went through some configuration and then just click on the create instance. Okay. So as you clicked on the create instance, in the background, the instance is started creating. So this is our instance, which is WordPress live demo. Okay. And if you see the status, it's showing the pending. So just let me refresh it once again and let's see what is the status now. So mostly it would not take more than 1 or 2 minutes. So as you can see, it's in the running condition. Let click on this instance now. So once you click on this instance, you will see a couple of things. One is like you can stop this VM anytime. If you want to reboot, you just click on the reboot option. So the machine will be reboot. There is a public IP. So let me check whether our WordPress application install or not. So let me copy this public IP and let me do here, paste over here. Okay, so it's not yet deployed properly. Let me try with the private IP. Sometimes it's take a bit time, but no, do not need to worry. It will like soon start, and then your WordPress would be live over here. Meanwhile, like we are doing this, let me give you some more detail. Okay, so this is like your connection, how to connect with your SSH client. So we will discuss this later on. Basically, this is like how to access your VM, virtual machine or a virtual desktop. You can go with this as we have selected the Linux operating system. So generally, the Linux would prefer like the SSH client or some other tool like for example, right now we can use the browser connectivity itself, but there are some other tools as well. Okay, so let me try the URL once again. Sometimes okay, perfect. So our public IP, you can see 13.127.149. Okay, so it is 13.127.149. So when you click it, the WordPress site is open. Okay, so we didn't do anything extra. We just did some click and our first WordPress site is up. But now we will discuss like how to access it more, but before that let me share some more things with you. So this is our storage. Okay, so as by default we have added the 20 GB. Okay, and if you want some additional attachment, you can do with this, like this option. Then metrics will show you like what is your CPU growth and memory growth. Okay, CPU utilization, and it will, you can create the alarm over here. Then networking means so suppose like right now we are accessing through our IP address, and it might be possible this is like whenever we are restart this system, the IP address would be changed. So we can create the static IP, and this static IP can be used for our domain name. Okay, so this is the thing. And in case like if you want any application where we want to send the emails and anything, So any specific rule, if you want to create, this is more like a firewall rule. So if you want like SMTP rule or something like that, so you can add over here and you can open that port. Okay. So and then there is load balancing as well. So whenever the load is increased, you can do that. The snapshot, you can take the backup or image of the anytime. Now, so far so good, and we have live running WordPress application within a few click. Now, to jump into more detail, just wanted to understand: do you have any questions so far? Anyone? Anyone have any question? You can type in the comment, and then I can describe that. If you don't have any question, you can write also no. That would be helpful. So in this way, like I can understand people not having any questions. So just type in the comment no, so I can proceed the next step. People are shy to type also. People are generally shy to talk, but don't shy to be type no or yes or any questions, please. Okay, I think people are shy. No worries. So let me do it for you. Let me type something for you. Okay, please feel free to ask questions. Okay, so CP is saying no. Thank you, CP. So so far, like we understand like how to deploy this WordPress application in few clicks. But the next question is, yeah, we can access the WordPress, but how to configure it? So you can go for any WordPress site. If you say you go with wplogin.php, where you can put your username and password, you can access it. Obvious, right? But so far, we have configured the WordPress, but we don't have the password of this WordPress, isn't it? So, right, we don't have any password. So, to grab the password, what we need to do, although there are various tools to access this VM, the instance, what we are going to do, we are going for to make it super easy. We will connect with the SSH through the browser. So just click on this browser. Okay. So what it will do basically, it will connect with the SSH. So this is our machine. In the background, it's connected uh, with the machine, and this is our machine prompt basically. Okay. So and just remember, this is very important command which you should remember for your ease. I'm writing into chat as well. Okay. So firstly, let me paste over here, and then I will paste in the chat as well. So this is cat bitnami application password. I know most of the people who might be attending this session, they are not aware of this Linux command or something. So do not need to worry. We don't go into deep detail of the Linux study. Okay, just remember this command. So basically, what we are doing, we are going to grab the password of that WordPress site which we just installed. Okay, so just hit enter. So, wow, so we got the password over here. Just copy it. Okay, now let me put in the chat as well. So you people just copy this. This is a cat bitnami underscore application and the password. Okay, fair enough. To make sure like the password is copied, I pasted in this chat. Okay, it is copied. Now I will again go back to my public URL. Okay, and what I am going to do here, I will type user as a username and password, whatever I have copied over here. So you see this password we have copied, and to log in. Perfect. So we have logged in into our WordPress application. Now, if I go to appearance theme and suppose I change it something, okay, let's do it. And suppose I want some color changes, something like that. I am just doing this for our understanding. I am not a good designer. Sorry about that. If you think the color is very rough, so do not need to worry. And meanwhile, like so far, any questions? Okay, we are done with it. And then let me go to click on the post and add a new post over here. So I'm showing you like how to do this thing as well. So you will go over here and let's say this is my live sessions demo, and I will say this is a demo of WordPress site. Once I done with it, I just say publish. Let let make it publish are available for everyone. And okay, it's published. And now if I go to view post, let me sign out so you will understand like oh, okay, we are sign out. Again we will go to the same URL. Okay, this is our website with the blog, and click on the blog. This is my live session demo. Okay, so if you people want to try, I'm pasting this URL in the chat, so you can also give a try at your end and give me a thumbs up or something like that, like you are able to access this site. Okay, for your ease, this is the URL 13.1.27.14.9. Could you please try real quick? And are you able to access this website, the WordPress? Just say yes or no in the chat, please, if you are able to access it. Anyone? People are very shy. No worries. So we are able to access this website now. So far, what we did, we in within few click, we have created a WordPress instance. We are able to access that WordPress instance, and we are able to access the website using the password and username and password. Excuse me. Okay, so far so good. Now, if For example, if we don't want this instance, like because I already have one demo instance, and at any point of time I don't want this, so what I can do, I can stop it. So the website would be off. So if you see the status, currently my the older one Indian.net WordPress is running, but this one is stopping. And if I refresh it, you might be see the instance is stopped. So if you don't require that instance, you just click on the stop option. And once it's stopped, I might say I don't want this instance at all. With the stop, you can like run further again at any point of time. But suppose I don't want to run it again, and I think whatever I want to check, that thing is done with this instance. I can say delete and just click on the delete option. So your instance will be go out, wipe out from here. The resources would be free, and Amazon AWS will not charge anything for it. Okay. So far within few click we are able to install a WordPress application in few simple steps. We are able to access the WordPress website, and we also see how to stop an instance and how to delete an instance. So I hope this simple steps or this a quick introduction of Amazon's LightSail will help you somewhere to install uh, your WordPress machine, WordPress application, might be Magento or might be any other thing. In near future, if you want, like you can post a comment or something like that, so I can show you how to install multiple word application through Plesk or directly into the your instance. So that would also be possible. And you might be thinking like, okay, we have the public IP address, but what about if we want to configure a domain? So definitely you can also do it. You just copy this public IP address and register in your uh, domain account like GoDaddy or anything which you are using. Just copy this A account, A in the A record. Your site would be whenever you hit that domain, the site would be redirected to this IP address. This website would be available. And in case if you want some more detail like in other stuff, this is my blog, and just for your ease, like yesterday I wrote a blog, entire blog for it, like Amazon LightSail. So let me paste this also for you. So in case you required, you can check this link as well. And at any time you can post any message or something like that to our WhatsApp group or might be Facebook group. I will really appreciate to give your queries and questions. And so in this way we are almost done with the demo, and this is about me. Those who don't know me, so I am Rajat Jaswal. I'm a blog and running this Indian.net community from since 2008. So hopefully, with this said, you might like this uh, AWS LightSail, and so I'm ending the session over here. And in case you need anything else, any query or something, anything which you want to learn or want to understand from us, please feel free to ping us. Thank you very much.